Why are healthy people obese? By Alan Fashion. There is so much diet and exercise advice available, but why don't people follow it more closely if that is what they need to lose weight, as you might assume it is? The reasons are various. The article will look at different ideas about how to lose weight and why people don't keep to them. Idea 1. Don't have sugar in tea or coffee. The reason they say that this idea works is that it is possible to have tea and coffee without sugar, as many people do, and still enjoy it. As well, putting sugar in it increases the number of calories substantially, including as a proportion of your daily intake. So if you don't have sugar, then you'll have fewer calories in your total intake, and the calories you do have will be healthy calories and not all carbohydrates. Therefore, you should lose some weight and have better nutrition. In the end, better nutrition might also mean you lose weight when you're more likely to put on muscle and not fat. Some people try sweeteners, but this doesn't always work. Sweeteners have fewer calories than sugar but still sweeten it. However, having sweeteners sends a false signal to the brain that the body has in fact ingested calories. So the person doesn't then cook a healthy meal for him or herself. Instead, they have sugary things later. Also, sweeteners are cancer-causing. The reason to want sugar in tea and coffee despite the health benefits of coming off it is probably that the person who still has it and can't do without it is busy on their home computer or always thinking about things in their head. Instead, they could try going out for a walk and think. Or they could use their WP that can make writing quicker. Both of these can better organize your ideas and thoughts. Also, you can switch off the TV or put down a book if it's bothering you. Later, when in a different mood, you can go back to it. If you are trying to write a novel, then you have to give a certain amount of time to it to complete it within a reasonable period. However, you can try shorter works or go back to your novel when you're more of an accomplished writer who can write quickly and easily. For this and any other creative arts or anything else that you do on your computer, you have to follow all health advice, such as to take breaks and not to use it for too long overall. As well, you have to feel able to switch it all off and do something else that needs doing. And you need to know all the features of the software that can help you work quickly, easily and conveniently. Idea 2. Go out for walks. They say that going out for walks works when it is low-impact exercise, and so it is healthy as you are less prone to injury. Also, you can do it at any time. You can do it at any time because you do not need to change into running clothes and running shoes, and nor do you have to have a shower afterwards, such as if you had been sweating a lot. As well, you don't have to worry about crowded streets that you might knock someone over or have to stop running, and nor the cost of gym membership. Again, like idea 1, spending too long on your computer can cause it. Sitting at a desk, you might not feel like doing any exercise. This is because sitting at a desk your muscles get tight and stiff. Again, it can reduce to whether you take adequate breaks and if you do some other type of activity as well. Other types of activity than sitting at a desk are such as filing, making notes in a portable sound recorder, reading or watching television, or some kind of physical activity or exercise such as going out for a short walk or cleaning in the kitchen. And it is not just that you sit at a desk typing all day barely moving. Nor are you always bending your neck looking at a screen close to you. Idea 3. Sex is good exercise. Often people will ask advice columnists if sex is good exercise. And often the answer they get back is that it is great that they are having sex and enjoying it, and it probably does some cardiovascular good if they are athletic enough. But there might be a more serious reason why they are asking it. And this reason is that people don't feel like doing normal exercise when they've already had sex that day. They might feel clammy between their legs, so they worry about chafing if they go out for a long walk. And this is even after they've had a shower after sexual intercourse. As well, some people might feel that they've already sweated and raised their heart rate, and this is the reason they don't feel like exercise. However, they have not been moving their limbs. And so as an exercise, it is not very good. If people are having sex regularly, then they are unlikely to do a lot of hard physical training. And their bodies will begin to look unattractive, as if they could not have dated anyone for years. Ironically, if they had been able to do some physical exercise, then they would have the kind of perfect muscled body you'd expect of the stereotypes there are of people having sex with lots of women. This is even if they weren't getting it in real life. How gigolos manage to do it is a mystery to many people. The same would be true of leggy blonde prostitutes spending all day in the gym, as is another cliché, and then doing escort work in the evening. And the reason that people can't even go out for walks and nor do any other exercise they might have been medically advised to do is that they don't want to stop seeing their girlfriend and not have sex. Often, despite having a poor body, they can still get sex. Their girlfriend might have an equally bad body that might explain it. This is if she actually was a genuine girlfriend. Though, many women would not want to do this for long when it would affect their self-esteem. Perhaps, this is more than it might affect men's self-esteem. But if men can get easy sex without expectations about their body, at least for a time, then it might mean they don't do any exercise. Worries about diseases and social unacceptability may demotivate people. They may not feel like making long-term plans for health or anything else. This is even without knowing they had definitely caught something. It seems people like this don't feel like doing much exercise or care about dieting, personal care or late nights. Another problem with not doing any exercise is that people are demotivated when women they know are not bothered about how physically fit they are or if they can use their minds. People having plenty of sex with lots of women are likely to pick up coughs, colds and other infections and illness. So men like these may feel under the weather a lot of the time. Also, people who sleep around may have worries about HIV and other serious diseases. These could also affect them if they got them. Really, they know it is a bad idea. But they just hope that it won't happen to them. There might often be a nagging doubt about it. It is wrong for health, and it is wrong for making long-term plans or for doing anything with their lives. Idea 4. Talking will solve problems. Many people speak for several hours a day to friends and relatives they meet socially. And this excludes how often people talk at work. Several hours a day is really quite a long time to be talking for. You could say thousands of words in that time. And if you were able to write it down, you could write 2 or 3 short stories in a week for the amount you talk. If people did not talk for so long each day, then they would have time for other things such as cleaning, cooking and exercise. And they'd be able to go to bed at night having had a full day. This is rather than saying more to friends and family. As well, if they had good health, they might then no longer feel the need to justify they are decent people to everyone. Or it is whatever else they are doing. As well, talking too much is poor for personal and oral hygiene. However, you have to talk for some time each day to avoid atrophy of the larynx and throat. Atrophy can mean you lose your voice. Also, you might not be able to eat or swallow and die from it. So it seems there is a virtuous circle in keeping quiet and just doing some exercise. This is without worry about what other people are thinking of you or that anyone expects something of you. They say that if you jog around the streets thinking of your own trash, then it is actually possible that something will improve. You will at least get some muscles. This is quite soon as well that you are likely to get fit. Also, you could get something better to think of in your head. This is from having a fit mind and body. And you get a fit mind and body just from doing a little bit more of any normal activity and doing some exercise. The end.